Welcome. Now, in this module, let's take a deeper look at how do these scanners that we've seen like Nessus and Qualys, how do they actually work? What's the mechanism? So let's take a look at Qualys scanning technique. And the reference is given here. There's a very nice article that talks about this. So Qualys Guard scanning methodology mainly focuses on the different steps that an attacker might follow in order to perform an attack. It follows the same sequence that an attacker will follow. And it tries to use exactly the same discovery and information gathering techniques that will be used by an attacker, so that we're trying to simulate the method and sequence of an attacker. Step number one, we're checking if the remote host is alive. The first step is to check if the host to be scanned is up and running in order to avoid wasting time or scanning a dead or unreachable host. This detection is done by probing some well-known TCP and UDP ports. If the scanner receives at least one reply from the remote host, it obviously means that we can continue the scan, and congratulations, your host is alive. Number two is firewall detection. The second test is to check if the host is behind any firewall or filtering device. This test enables the scanner to gather more information about the network infrastructure and will help during the scan of TCP and UDP ports. Now, the third step is a TCP UDP port scanning. The third step is to detect all open TCP and UDP ports to determine which services are running on this host. Very important. The number of ports is configurable, but the default scan is approximately 1,900 TCP ports and 180 UDP ports. So as you can see, the scanner actually has a lot of hard work to do. And there is almost over 2,000 ports that it has to scan. Number four is operating system detection. Once the TCP port scanning has been performed, the scanner tries to identify the operating system running on the host. This detection is based on sending specific TCP packets to open and close ports. The fifth step consists of TCP UDP service discovery. Now, once TCP UDP ports have been found open, the scanner tries to identify which service runs on each open port by using active discovery tests. And vulnerability assessment is the sixth step based on the services detected. Once the scanner has identified the specific services running on each open TCP and UDP port, it performs the actual vulnerability assessment. The scanner first tries to check the version of the service in order to detect only vulnerabilities applicable to this specific version, service version. Every vulnerability detection is non-intrusive, which means that it doesn't exploit, the scanner never exploits a vulnerability if it could negatively affect the host in any way. So these are the 6 steps which are used by Qualys in order to conduct the vulnerability scanning, and all the different scanners actually follow pretty much the same mechanism. And that's all that we have for this module. Thank you.